Hey everyone, Diego here. Welcome back to my channel. This time we have Blurple Aggro versus RubyAmethyst, the rematch. I'll be doing a deck profile on my Blurple Aggro list soon, so stay tuned for that. My opponent and dear friend is using the same list he used to get top 8 in a previous set champs, so we're definitely going up against the real deal. Yikes. So we start off by drawing a turn of box followers, 2 Tipo, a Scrooge, 2 friends on the other side, and a Let It Go. And we decide to put back the Let It Go because I don't see a need for it on turn 4, and Tipo and the friends on the other side are duplicates. So we end up drawing into a Fox, Rabbit, and Isabella Madrigal. I'm really loving this hand because we can plan on playing the followers on turn 1, Tipo on turn 2, Scrooge on turn 3 to apply a lot of pressure, and to top it all off, we also drew into our main draw engine, which is Rabbit and friends on the other side. Alright, so game 1, let's begin. My opponent inks the friends on the other side for turn and plays a turn of box followers and passes. I ink a Fox and play a turn of box followers as well and pass. My opponent also inks a Fox. This is quite the mirror match so far. And then plays a turn of box followers and a magic broom for turn and quests with the turn of box followers for 1 and denies its trigger. I quest with the turn of box followers, popping it to draw, and then I ink another turn of box followers and play a Tipo. Trying to decide what to ink here. I ink a mystery card and pass. My opponent readies up, they draw. They quest with 1 turn of box followers, pop it to draw. They ink a Diablo. They quest with both turn of box followers and magic broom for a total of 2 lore, and then play a Fox, bouncing the magic broom and passing. Tipo will trade with the turn of box followers. I ink a Diablo, and for 4 I play the Scrooge and pass. My opponent readies, they draw. They ink a magic broom. Probably the same broom that they bounced on their last turn. They use Fox to sing friends. And they play a LeFou, readying up the Fox. That LeFou is so good. And then they play a magic broom. And pass. I ready up, draw. I ink a Tipo. I play a Rabbit, draw. I quest for 2 with the Scrooge, putting me at 3 to my opponent's 4. And I play a Diablo and pass. What I'm thinking is my opponent will probably run their Fox into my Scrooge to clear it out because it's a big threat. My opponent quests with the magic broom, plays a Sisu, pops the magic broom to draw, inks a Brawl. LeFou quest for 1. Oh, and Fox quest for 1 as well. Then Snake bounces LeFou and passes. So he's definitely baiting me to run into the Fox with my Scrooge. Rabbit will sing friends on the other side, drawing me 2 cards. I ink a friends on the other side. I quest for 2 with the Scrooge, putting me to 5 to my opponent's 7. And then for 5 ink, I let it go my opponent Sisu. And I quest with the Diablo and pass. My opponent uses snake to challenge rabbit to take it out, and then plays LeFou to ready up snake, and then snake challenges Diablo, taking it out as well. And then I draw a card. I draw 2 cards actually. And then they play a goat, gaining a lure and passing. My opponent has quite the board right now, so I have to find a way to take care of it. So Scrooge takes Fox, taking 4 damage. I play a Fox, bouncing the Scrooge. Fox trades with Snake. I ink a goat. And for 4, I play Scrooge again and pass. Always remember that it's really important that you always stay hydrated. My opponent's gonna quest for 1 with the goat. Plays a Madam M Fox, bouncing the goat, gaining a lure. Inks a brawl, plays the goat once again, gaining another lure. Quest for 1 with the LeFou and passes. I ready up, draw. I ink a Isabella Madrigal. Scrooge takes out LeFou. I play Hades on the goat. My opponent gets a lure, and I pass. My opponent readies up, they draw. Taking out a goat in whatever way when it's almost endgame is tough, because you don't want your opponent gaining any lure whatsoever when they're close to 20, which my opponent is at the moment. My opponent quests with the Fox, plays the Fool to radiate up, and then crashes into Scrooge, taking both out. They pass, I draw. I play a Manor. Hades is gonna quest for 2. And for 4 I play a Rabbit, draw. And pass. My opponent draws. LeFou's gonna quest for 1. My opponent plays Big Sisu, taking out Rabbit, I draw. And then they pass. I ready up, draw. Gain my 2 lore from the Manor. Never want to forget that. Hades is going to take out LeFou. Play a Snake, bouncing Hades. Inking a Fox. And for 7, play Hades again. Inking the Sisu. And pass. My opponent plays a Goat, gaining a lure. He's at 17 to my 10. I gain 2 from Manor, putting me at 12. I need to start regaining this game. Otherwise, if he has a bounce, it'll be GG's. I quest with the Hades and the Snake for a total of 3 lore. I believe my opponent has 1 card in hand, so I'm not too worried because the options are low and it might not be a bounce, so we might be good. I play a Goat, gain a lore, putting me at 16 to my opponent's 17. We're catching up pretty quick. I play a Goat, another Goat, gaining a lore, putting me at 17. And I pass. Oof. Does he have it? Doesn't seem like it. Otherwise, I think he would have already shown me his hand. Quest with the goat. Getting to 18. And then they show me the hand. GG's. Blurple aggro takes the win. They had enough ink for either the Be Prepared or the White Rose, not both. And even if they took out my whole board with Be Prepared, I would have gained 2 lore off of the 2 goats, putting me at 19. And the next turn, the Manor would have gotten me to 20 lore. Alright, game 2. So we draw into a Magic Broom, 2 Rabbits, 2 Elsas, a Scrooge, and a Let It Go. I definitely want to keep only the Magic Broom and the Rabbit here, because I definitely want to have a 1-drop in my starting hand and keep a Rabbit for draw power. The only thing missing here is a turn 2 ramp card. And we end up finding another Rabbit, a Fox, Tipo, Diablo, and Elsa. Pretty good. We got a better 1-drop character in Diablo, and we found our turn 2 ramp card. So my plan here is Diablo into Tipo, into Rabbit, and then see where it goes from there. Hopefully we can find a Scrooge to apply that early game pressure. My opponent inks a crab and plays a turn on box followers and passes. I draw. I ink a fox, and I play a Diablo for turn and pass. My opponent inks a goat, quests for 1 with the turn of box followers, denying trigger, and plays a Diablo and Magic Boom and passes. I ink a Magic Broom, play a Tipo, ink a mystery card, quest with the Diablo and pass. My opponent inked a Brawl, takes out Diablo with the Magic Broom, quest with Diablo for 1, and then quest for 1 with the turn of box followers. I think he's trying to decide whether he'll trigger it. Nope. Plays a Sisu, but he does trigger the Magic Broom to draw. Passes, I ready up. Tipo takes out turn of box followers. Trades actually. You can see my friend's daughter in the background. I ink a friend's on the other side. And we managed to find him, the Scrooge. Yeah. Then I pass. My opponent quests with the Diablo for 1, putting him at 4 to my 1. Inks a snake for turn. Quest with the Cecil for 2. And then for 3, plays a Fox, bouncing Diablo, and then replaying Diablo and passing. I ready up, draw. I have to figure out a way to take care of his board because it can be quite troublesome if I just leave it there. So I let it go the Sisu. I quest with the Scrooge for 2 and pass. That Sisu applies a lot of pressure, questing for 2, and if he manages to shift it in this turn after he inks, he's able to quest for 3. So I don't want him getting more ahead than he already is. He's gonna quest for 1 with the Fox. I believe he quested with the Diablo as well for 1. Then he plays Fox, bouncing Diablo. Then he plays Snake, bouncing Fox, and passes. I ready up, draw. Scrooge is gonna quest for 2. I play Rabbit, draw. I think a Magnetic Manor for turn. And pass. Think a Diablo. Are they gonna try to take out my Scrooge? Looks like it. Snake crashes into Scrooge. My Scrooge takes 3 damage. They play Goofy, immediately crashing into my Scrooge. Trading. He gains 2 lore. Goofy's pretty good, especially when he's used to close out games. I'm gonna sing Friends with Rabbit. I ain't a Tipo. Board state seems simple enough to overtake, so I think that's definitely what I'm gonna try to do. I play a rabbit, draw a card. Then for 2, I play a snake, bouncing rabbit, draw. And then I play a Chillhop box followers and pass. Here I was kinda expecting a be prepared. But I wouldn't really mind it because I have rabbit on board and I would draw. And I have a pretty healthy hand, so all would be good. But he doesn't, he plays a Sisu. Then he plays a fox, bouncing fox, playing really defensive here. I draw. I play an Elsa, exerting Sisu. I make a magic broom. Sisu's at +3. And then Elsa and Chillhop box followers take out the Sisu. I quest for a total of 2 with rabbit and snake. And pass. Fox is gonna take out rabbit. I draw. My opponent doesn't want me bouncing rabbit. They play their own rabbit to draw. Think white rose. They play a fox, bouncing fox, and trading with snake. I ready up, draw. I play another Elsa, exerting rabbit. Both Elsas take out rabbit. My opponent draws. I ink a fox. I play a rabbit. I draw. So many rabbits. And I pass. My opponent plays a white rose, getting to 13 to my 7. They play a fox, bouncing the white rose. Else is evasive, so they can't crash. I draw. Elsa and rabbit are gonna quest for a total of 2 lore. I play another rabbit. I draw. I ink a Tipo. I play a Diablo. And I play a goat, gaining a lore. Pass. If my opponent has to be prepared, it's gotta come down now. And I think he's looking for it. But I wouldn't mind it because I would draw a total of 3 cards and gain 1 lore. My opponent, Madame Medusa's Elsa, and then plays the Chillhop box followers. They pass. I ready up. Draw. I have to be very careful with what I do here because depending on that, it might decide the game. Like, do I trade? my rabbits into fox or go into fox, or do I just quest? Because with Blurple, you don't want your opponent going too wide with their board, because if they do, it's very, very tough to try to break it down. Also, what I'm also considering is if I break their board down by trading some of my characters, they can just be prepared. So either way, it's a tricky situation right now. So yeah, I'm gonna decide to break it down. We'll trade with Fox. I gain a lore. Then I quest with both rabbits and Diablo for 3 lore. Then I play a White Rose, putting me at 15 to their 13. This is close. And then I play Isabella Madrigal. I think I've been holding her in my hand for a really long time. Really long time. So here, even if my opponent takes out my exerted characters, Isabella can still quest for 4. Or if he takes out my Isabella, I can still quest for about 4. Unless he prepares, I draw 3 cards. So it's a really tricky situation for my opponent right now. So let's see what he tries to do. He quested with the Trina Box Followers for 1, triggering effect to draw. Looking for an answer. Madame Medusa is going to take out a rabbit. I draw. He's going to play a goat, gaining a lore, putting him at 15 to my 15. Currently a tie game. Then for 3, he's going to play Sisu. And pass his turn. I ready up. Draw. I quest for 4 with Isabella Madrigal, putting me at 19. And for 4, I play the goat, putting me at 20. GG's. Blurple aggro takes the win. And I'm pretty sure that goat was a top deck as well. Once again, thanks for watching and happy questing. See you in the next one.